wanted to introduce Mr. Kevin Hines. Sir, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to join Team McConnell today. We've been looking forward to this for a couple of months. We're really glad to have you here, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Good morning. Good Lord. All right. Good morning. Before I begin to share with you my story, there's something we got to do. Right here, right now, and together. We have to take a moment of silence for all of those that we have lost to death by suicide from lethal emotional pain, especially here at Fort McConnell. But today, my new friends, is not about the way they died or the day they died. No, it is about how they lived before they ever got sick in the first place. It is about the beauty that they were and the light that exuded from within them when they were still here. And today, we choose to hold immeasurable gratitude for the very little time we had with them. I celebrate the lives of the 8 people I lost to suicide in my life in my short 37 years on their birthday, the day they were brought into this world without that pain. And I celebrate their lives with people who love them just as much as I do. Because the only way to properly grieve a suicide is together, without blame and with no guilt. It doesn't belong to you. They didn't die because of you. They didn't die in spite of you. They died, in my opinion, because of an unrelenting, lethal emotional pain that had nothing to do with you. So on that note, a moment of silence to honor their memory and to be eternally grateful for the very little time we had with them. Are you okay? Is something wrong, or can I help you? Were the only words I desperately needed to hear the day I found myself standing atop the Golden Gate Bridge walkway, believing beyond a shadow of a doubt that I had not one other course to take but to die by these 2 hands from lethal emotional pain from suicide off the Golden Gate Bridge. I believed I was worthless. I felt I had no value. I thought my family hated me and wanted me gone. I felt I was a burden to all of them. Was that true?
No!
No, it wasn't. By all accounts, everybody in my family loved me. My friends cared for me. My acquaintances would have been there to rip me from that rail at the Golden Gate Bridge to safety because of how much they would care. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the forest through the trees. All I felt was pain. You see, at 17 and a half years of age, I had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1 with psychotic features, which is a mouthful for any kid. And it turned out that my biological mother and father, as I'm adopted, both had the very same brain diagnosis that I did, twice predisposed. Nonetheless, from 17 years of age to 19, I was on a rocky road, a tumultuous high of manic, euphoric, natural highs, and I would crash into a dark abyss of depression, because once you go up, you must come down. And I come crashing down into this dark abyss, this black cloud with rain over my head, rain, hail, sleet, and snow, and I thought I was the only one. I felt alone, surrounded by a sea of people who loved me. I felt alone, and I felt a burden, so I couldn't tell them my pain. I wish I recognized what I know today, that a pain shared is a pain halved. I also wish I recognized one very important thing, that my thoughts do not have to become my actions. Think about that for a minute. Our thoughts don't have to become our actions. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it. Say it with me. My thoughts.
My thoughts.
No, that was like 3 of you. My thoughts, do not have to become my actions. If all of your thoughts became your actions, how many of you would be in jail right now for road rage? You see, if we can recognize in the face of suicidal crisis that our thoughts don't have to own, rule, or define our next action, we can always remain right here. I can tell you this from lived experience. I live with regular thoughts of suicide. They plague me. They'll never take me. Every time I'm suicidal, I will turn to the people in front of me, to the left of me, or to the right of me, and I will say 4 simple but effective words. I need help now. And if I said that to you, would you help me?
Yes.
Exactly. You see, there's this feeling we get that if we feel burdened to somebody else, we don't ask for that help. If we're worried about losing our jobs, our position, our rank, we don't ask for help. But the fact is, we are losing far too many airmen in this country and around the world to suicide than ever before. We cannot afford to have you not ask for help, not anymore, not in this day and age, not in 2019.
Father God, I just want to thank you so much for the work that you have done and the work that you are doing in my brother Kevin's life. Lord, I thank you for saving him. Lord God, I thank you for repairing his body, all those who are involved in it. Lord, I thank you for the many lives that you are saving here on earth, Lord God, through my brother Kevin. Lord, I ask that you would continue to strengthen him. Pray that you would continue to give him the power and the courage and the Holy Spirit to ward off the enemy thoughts, Lord God, that he made so clear is from the enemy. And Lord, I pray that you would make his words clear, continue to strengthen him, and I pray that you would give ears to hear to all that come within the sound of his voice, that they would hear that their life matters, that you care about them, that you love them, and that they can even know you. I pray even that as well. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, brother.
I appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you, man.
So the Air Force has what we are calling a resilience tactical pause. And you've probably heard about that, where the Chief of Staff said, hey, every base, take a day where this is the thing that you do. Well, we already had you on the schedule before that was ever even on the radar, right? And so that was kind of the kickoff to get people thinking about how they would use your time coming here as the centerpiece of our resilience tactical pause. So for the rest of the day, what folks are doing is, maybe they had breakfast together as a team, and then they came into your 9:30 session, and then they're going to go do some team building or just some, personal connection. And so big picture, like for us as the command team, our big thought is, if we can provide education, and then if every airman feels connected to the mission, something bigger than themselves, and if every airman feels connected to another airman, then we're going to make some progress.
Yes, we are.
We got a long ways to go.
Long ways to go,
But
ways
we're
to
making
progress, and we will be with you through the whole journey.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you being here, brother. All right, so come on in.
You're up. Heading to the gym at McConnell Air Force Base. Gonna get in where I can fit it in. I'm gonna run the rack of the dumbbells. It's one of my favorite things to do in the whole world. Get me super excited for the next 2 presentations this afternoon and during this evening. And then it's off to see my lovely wife Margaret tomorrow. I have not seen her in how many weeks, David? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks I've been missing my baby, so it's time to get home to the wifey and give her a hug and kiss and let her know how much I love her and how much I appreciate her. We've been having one heck of a time here at McConnell, and we've been trying to reach people in a really good way. And we've had some great conversations about hope and recovery and wellness. So let's keep on track. See you in a minute. I gotta sit down, relax. David's gotta put that camera down. It's weighing on his tiny shoulders. As I stand here in the hallowed grounds of McConnell Air Force Base's Iron Paradise, I think of all the men, women, and individuals that serve our United States military. I think of both the patriotism they instinctually and innately have, as well as the hardships they endure. Not to mention the struggles they face and the split-second decisions that they are often faced with where lives are at stake. In this iron paradise, in every iron paradise, I work out to cleanse my mind of the mental pain that follows my every step. At McConnell, they work out to prepare body and mind for potential battle. They are our heroes, and the true meaning of pain to purpose lies right here. Hi, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Natalie,
Hi, Natalie. What's going on?
I just want to say that your words inspire me so much, and that I've had those days where everything just seems unbearable, and I've known so many people who have had those thoughts, and I just want to say your work is amazing.
And what is this?
This is something I painted
When did you do this?
a couple days ago. I was inspired by the ripple effect.
The film.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Wow. You look at that.
Wow.
We have to frame that.
Yeah.
Natalie, I'm going to cherish this for the rest of my life, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot. What did you think of the film?
Amazing.
Can I give you a hug? Nice to meet you. Hope you have a great rest of your day, okay?
So my name is Jessica Hudson. I work for the Violence Prevention Integrator and the Community Support Coordinator. What we do is teach resilience, and we teach a class on Green Dot, and that is the suicide prevention and sexual assault portion. So I love it just because I know a lot of people that have been personally impacted by the topic, and just myself included. So it's a very touching topic that I like to teach, and I like to hear other people's story as well. So being part of this position during suicide awareness, I made these bracelets for everyone in the office, and here's one for you too.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that with the suicide prevention ribbons.
Yep.
The yellow, the blue, and the purple. That's gorgeous.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're
I really
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you. I'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jessica.
You're
All
welcome.
right, I'm gonna put that on right now. Putting it on right now. Never taking it off.
I hope it fits.
It's gonna fit, or it's gonna fit. I'm gonna make it fit. And it fits.
Boom.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. Now that's a darn good. How did you do this? How do you
Paracord.
paracord?
Googled it.
Google paracord. Hey, paracord. Thanks. I don't know. Thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome.
All right. Now I have to go rest, meditate, chill, and then the food will come, and then we'll be back out for a fourth presentation here at McConnell Air Force Base. I can't wait for the final presentation. It's gonna be epic. Got to get that energy up, get excited, and help some people find that hope, so we can find purpose, so we can get the heck moving forward, and be here tomorrow, and every day after that. Did I just sing every day after that? Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll love ya. Tomorrow, it's only a day away.
Man.
Hey,
Hey, Jeff.
Colonel, how are you?
Hey, man, I'm good. Hey, I just wanted to pass along my contact information. That's my card. It's got my number, email address.
Thank you.
Just wanted to tell you thanks for being here today and for reaching out, touching our airmen. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
I don't know if you're familiar with, there's a tradition in the military. It actually dates back to pilots in the early world wars. That there was a guy that was dropped behind enemy lines, didn't speak the language. The only thing that he could do to identify himself was a round metallic object, a coin, that identified him as part of a unit. And that was actually what made the difference of him literally not being executed one night and making it to the next day until his identification could be verified. And so kind of ever since then, a lot of military folks have had challenge coins that identify them as part of the unit. But as a unit commander here, mine talks about, McConnell Air Force Base and that we lead, but then on the backside, really the big deal is that it's presented by the commander for excellence. And so I give these out to people with a handshake, tell them thanks for a job well done. Just appreciate the time that you spent.
Thank you, my friend, brother. This means the world. Thank you
Really
very much.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yeah, man. You bet. Appreciate it. Thanks for your story. Thanks for being willing to come and share it with us.
Glad to.
Come back.
Anytime.
Come back to the middle of America.
I will be glad to. I love
In the
Kansas.
middle of that.
I'll see you.
Right on. All right, we'll be set up.
All right, we're ready to go.
when you are.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks, Jeff.
Oh, wow. You gotta look at this. Check that out. Presented by the Commander, 22D, Air Refueling Wing. On the other side, McConnell Air Force Base, Kansas. Ducamus, we lead. I probably pronounced that wrong, but we'll go with it. Wow. Beautiful. That's a token of his appreciation for the effort of the work we do in suicide prevention, but we have to do more. We have to actually reduce suicides amongst our airmen significantly to zero. And we have to work together to do it. So let's get out there. Let's give the last speech of the day. We've had 4. Let's give them heck, and let's do it right. Airmen, thank you for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, you're beautiful just as you are. You're perfect just as you are. You're 1,000 times greater than the worst thing you've ever done. And if you're an airman and you're struggling, please text CNQR to 741-741 or call the National Crisis Text Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255, +1 for military. Or please look to the person next to you, in front of you, around you, and say, I need help now. We want you to stay. We want you to be here tomorrow and every day after that. Bye. It's only a day away.